Hello, and welcome to MyFFTC, your central location for managing your charitable funds online. Would you like to recommend a grant or distribution from your fund? MyFFTC makes it easy. There are two ways to navigate to the Request a Distribution page. From the Fund dashboard, look for the Distribution History tile and click on the Recommend a Distribution link. Or, you can go to the top menu and select Recommend a Distribution from the Full Access menu or the Distributions Access menu. If you don't see these options, you probably have fund viewer permissions and are unable to request a grant or distribution at this time. After the page opens, you will be guided through a three-step process. First, click Select Fund to search for the fund the distribution or grant will come from. Then, click Recipient Search to select the recipient that will receive the distribution or grant. Type the name of the recipient and the city, if you know it. And then, click Search. A list of organizations with similar names will appear. If your intended recipient appears in the results, click on the name and select Yes when asked if you want to set this organization as the recipient. The organization's details will then be auto-populated. If your intended recipient does not appear in the results, they might not be an eligible recipient. You can, however, request due diligence by the FFTC team by clicking the link. Add a new one. Once you have selected the recipient, click Next. On the next page, enter the details, such as amount, whether you want the grant distribution to be recurring, the frequency, and the grant designation. You can also enter any special requests for the FFTC staff to see. Then click Next. The final page displays the donor information that will be shared with the recipient. You can edit this, or you can make the fund or advisor anonymous. After you read the terms and conditions, simply click I agree and Submit. If you'd like to save your work and submit it later, click Save Draft. You will then be taken to your grant request receipt page, where all the details of your grant are listed. To see your saved grant recommendations, you can get there two ways. First is to click on the Go to Saved Recommendations button on this page. Or you can go to the top menu and click on Unsubmitted or In-Process Distribution Requests from the drop-down menu. Once on the next page, you can see the status of your requests. All unsubmitted requests are in the first tab. The second tab are those that have been submitted but not yet paid. The third tab are those that have been paid. And finally, the last tab shows you any recurring grant distributions that are scheduled to be paid in the future. If you want to submit a recommendation that is in the unsubmitted list, first look for the blue check mark. That indicates that the request has been filled out completely. If it is, simply select the box on the left and click Submit All Selected. If you have any trouble navigating your portal, please contact the Donor Operations team at 704-973-4529. or support at fftc.org. And this concludes our overview of how to request a grant. Thanks for watching.